Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Carvin, and this is Randy's Rant for 2/15/20. All right, we got a pretty good crowd that had showed up. More will be coming, I'm sure. Uh, what I wanted to start out with first is every American should have the right to health care. And because we don't, some are out there suffering. I just wanted to bring that up in as my first thing. Donald Trump is upset because they found nothing on Andrew McCabe. So what's he now going to do? Have him jailed on senseless charges? Uh, the judge just felt it was going in the direction of a banana republic, and it was. And of course, today he had to tweet that McCabe misled and all this kind of crap, and that uh, after finding nothing, he's still not satisfied. So he will probably have him reinvestigated. Bill Barr, as you know, got out with his lies on ABC. What that was is he was telling Donald he doesn't need to tweet the way he's doing because it's messing up Bill Barr's attempt to cover up for Donnie. In fact, then Donnie has been saying again, this is not the first time he's tweeted it, that he says he can intervene in any federal case. Let's look at Bill Barr on the reduction of sentence for Roger Stone, for example. What you have there is this, according to every source that I've seen on my programs, has never happened. And it's against I believe Obama came up with the guidelines for maximum sentence. The Trump regime signed off on that. But that depends when you have an AG in your back pocket, you can do what you want for the president and reduce that sentence. I imagine Roger Stone won't get anything. If he does, it'll be like now they're talking about in the Michael Flynn case, probation after he took back his guilty plea. Barr has been working on this one for about a month on the Michael Flynn. Of course, it looks more and more like. Now let's look at this. Donnie is a dumb liar. He doesn't care about covering up his lies. Where Bill Barr is more careful about the way he lies, where he can remember it. Plus, he is an attorney, so he knows how to act in public. And I heard another thing about Bill Barr. This time, swear his ass in when he appears in the House. This is needed, or the Senate, wherever he's going, because if you don't, he can just sit there and obfuscate like he did before about when it's according to what you mean by a certain word. Really? Shit. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I'm going to kind of wander through some of the stuff I saw this morning. Zelensky is now saying that no, Ukraine is not the most corrupt country in the world. And that goes against Trump's claim that Ukraine is a corrupt country. He invited Trump to Kyiv and would like to visit the White House. See, he still hadn't got that. I've also heard from one source that they still have not received all that military aid that they were supposed to be. And I recall Giuliani was headed back over there, and this was a month ago. And he was saying, unless they've corrected that corruption, in other words, unless they get dirt on Hunter Biden, they're going to hold back part of that money and not give it to them. What in the shit is going on, folks? I heard that Trump's suggestion in New Hampshire is that open primaries for Republicans to vote for Sanders. That's who he wants to be. His opponent is Sanders, where he can holler socialism, communism. Shit. But it just goes to say, and I don't have to say it to y'all, we all know that they cannot win unless they cheat. They know they can't win without cheating. And so, also, a pro Trump group accused of using cash to woo black voters. I would not doubt it. I had seen over his administration for his damn rallies, I have seen Craigslist they will pay them $50 an hour to be at the rallies and be behind Trump. And if you ever notice, that one black guy is there for just about every rally, no matter where it's at. And I have a feeling he is not working for $50 an hour. He's working for a lot more because they can depend on him. He's there. Okay, I got that. And I also, let's see how many groups I sent this out to. About 10 groups that I was able to get it out to. This time, I could not take the time to put 6 p.m. Central Time. It's very time consuming when I have to share it and put that on there before I send it out. So I shortened it up some, but most of you will find where I am. And the crowd is getting bigger. Got 13 and 4 likes already. Hello, Bernadette. Let's see. Hello, Daphne. Hello, Linda. Hello, Dave. And hello, Brian. And again, we had a few show up early, and I kind of like that. You don't have a lot of back and forth when you're out there waiting for me to get started, but I like that. I like somebody, it's kind of like the Blue Room. Let's see what else we got. Okay. And I was saying, and this is another one that Bill Barr has been interfering in. Let's keep in mind, Bill Barr came out about 3 weeks with a 4-page letter about the Mueller probe. And of course, that's when Donnie started doing his victory dance and telling people he was exonerated, because Bill Barr the whole time is out there to cover up for Donnie. Oh, and our nation is truly in distress. I was saying on one of my videos, I said that Giuliani is going to get off. And they're currently working with Bill Barr to make Giuliani not a part of the case of Parnes and Fruman. So, like I said, they're going to make that investigation disappear. Um, Recently, I think it was Thursday, uh, Donnie was on uh, Geraldo's show in Cleveland and admits that he sent him to get dirt uh, from the Russians. And what's Barr do? He sets up a special intake process for Giuliani. Damn, we are truly in a banana republic. We have our new dictator. And that's what just fascinates me, how much influence Fox Spew's Bullshit Mountain has on their viewers. They do not have any idea what's going on because all they're getting is uh, all toward Trump. He's doing the right thing. Shit, doing the right thing. They ought to take him out and hang him in the White House yard. Oh, and I was noticing when they were running that radio interview last night. I'm pretty sure it was on Rachel or The Last Word. I'm not sure completely of which. Um, they had a picture of Donnie in bright light. I went up toward the TV. His pupils looked about the size of pennies. So he is definitely our first drug addict president, or not mine, theirs. But that doesn't bother him. Whatever he wants to do, that's fine. He denied before. Now he admits it's because uh, Giuliani is a great crime fighter, a great prosecutor, and the best mayor ever. Doesn't mention the fact nobody knew who Giuliani was until 9/11. And he's been riding it ever since. Uh, Army is saying they will not investigate Lieutenant Colonel Vindman over impeachment testimony. Uh-oh, Donnie, you're going to get mad at them. Don't you own the military? Shit. Bill Weld is back in the news. He was in the Republican primary in New Hampshire. He got 9.1% of the vote in his first showing. So what he's showing is, I don't think the man would stand a chance of being nominated by the Republican Party. But if he can draw off enough people that will not vote for Trump, we have an excellent chance of taking everything back. And we have to. We had to get Graham out of South Carolina. We had to get Moscow Mitch out of Kentucky and Paul Rand. Rand Paul, excuse me. I was up till about 2 o'clock in the morning. Got plenty of sleep, though. It's just unsettling sleep, putting up with this moron. All right, I got that. Let's see. Let me go to the first page. See if I've gotten to that. Well, let's look at what Donnie does. Donnie is stealing Pentagon money, $3.8 billion, to fund his vanity wall. Senate once again will not stand up for power of the purse. They're just going to let him make the decisions. He can run around Congress and do whatever in the hell he wants with the money. They're willing to give it up and have him decide what will be spent and what it will be spent on. There are no guardrails for this whiny bitch. A big baby, and this baby you have to have strong and high, like the wall, guardrails. And yesterday was exactly 1 year since Bill Barr was confirmed. And Rachel got me to thinking about after firing Comey, he has the Russians in the Oval Office. After the Ukraine conspiracy, between the impeachment by the House and headed to the Senate, he has the Russians back in. Well, he had the one Lavrov in. He's got to get his instruction from the Russians what to do next after being impeached. Because I think he even realizes he can't remove that. No matter how he talks, he will have an asterisk next to his name, just like Clinton, just like Richard Nixon, and just like Andrew Johnson. He can't remove that. Let's see. All right. It looks like I covered a lot of it. And we'll go back to the case of Andrew McCabe, which this man has had to put up with this bullshit for 2 years. And then they can't find anything. And after the Judge Walton decided it looked like a banana republic move. And it's Rachel's yesterday that I learned the recommended sentence for Flynn is probation. Barr had been working with U.S. Attorney Jeff Jensen here in Missouri for a month now on that. He's gathered a team to look into political influence. They're going to look beyond them, though. They're not going to look at themselves. Damn. And this has been done to help Donnie's friends and punish his enemies. As a government and as a society, we are going to pay a price. No AG, and I'll reiterate on this one, no AG is ever weighed in on sentencing in a case. They just don't do that. And Weissman served under Democratic and Republican presidents. And it's so evident. Bill Barr is trying to involve himself in 3 cases for Donnie. Donnie's all for it. Oh. All right. Looks like I about covered everything for this evening. I do appreciate your time. This is Saturday, and I realize there's probably other things that we would all rather be doing, including myself. But when I started out doing my rants, I knew then it was going to be for the Blue Dot family. We are the guardians of liberty, and we can make that difference. We keep growing every day. I got one more. I think I've got 133 subscribers now on this channel, and at about 341 membership in Rant and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots. And we each are the true patriots in this country. They can holler all they want to. The only reason they like soldiers or veterans is, well, they particularly like the troops. They like the troops because the young people can go die in senseless wars for Donnie, you know. And look at the debacle that happened. And this was a favor to Erdogan in Turkey, in Syria, in northeast Syria. Our troops are now coming under fire, I guess, at that oil field. So, Donnie, you did the right thing. You saved your tower in Istanbul, but American lives will be lost paying for it. Damn. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, shit. Don't worry. I'm find that useful to bang Donnie because that keeps the blood pressure down. We've now got 14 people out there. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Dave. You know, this is where I'll be. I'll be doing this until we get back our country. And we will take back our country. I'm confident of it. I watched Bill Maher last night. And Bill, I agree with Bill Maher. He will not leave willingly from that White House. But we can take comfort in the military takes an oath to our Constitution, not to the President of the United States. So he will have to leave if he loses. But look at the damage he can do from the time a Democrat takes the White House until the swearing in. He's going to do pardons. He'll let all these criminals out on the street because they are buddies. They're part of his cover up. So he's going to pardon each one very slowly. He may wait right up until he's defeated, and then he will start pardoning them. Kind of like, what was it, in Tennessee, Bevins? Pardoning a bunch of criminals before he left office. Damn, these Republicans are something else. And you would think they would know. The voters, I'm talking to you. You voters should know, if you would get your head out of the ass of damn Fox spews, what's going on. Get informed. Please get informed where you can do the right thing in November of 2020. And I'll leave it at that. I could go on for a lot longer, but vote blue no matter who. Thank you, Bernadette. Almost forgot that. I can be found on Liker and MeWe. I gave up on Twitter. I guess I'm banned for that for life. They didn't like what I was saying on my videos. Oh, and I couldn't give a shit. I still get their emails telling me about some of the tweets that are out there. I don't understand that. I'm banned from it, but I can get it in my email. Unfortunately, I don't get the ones that I wanted, like Donnie's bullshit. Excuse me. But I'll let you go at this time. I have my information and I will put it on the YouTube version of this, and on my timeline, I'll put my PO box, that your cards and letters are always appreciated, as well as a donation if you feel I keep you informed and entertain Donnie. uh, and also, I can have another way, and that is paypal.me, Randall Curvin. And I'll have that on the bottom of this and on the bottom of the timeline rant tonight. I've already got my other memes. We are truly the patriots in this. So never forget that. It's going to be people like us that take this country back. The Blue Dot family will help take this country back. We have got to take it back, and then we're going to have a hell of a lot of work to do for years after that to get it straightened out, because I would have never thought in 3 years how badly he could mess up our government and just completely uh, tear the foundations out of democracy in this country. So I wish I could give you a little something more hopeful tonight, but it is what it is, and it is our job to take back our country, and we will. Peace, resist, and persist. Call 202-224-3121. Congress, keep tying up their lines. And I think I'll put it at the bottom. The House Judiciary, we need to tell them that Bill Barr should be impeached, or however they have to get him out of there, if they have to censure him, whatever is necessary to get him to quit doing Donnie's bidding. We're talking about a man that went around the world trying to pick up and get countries to go along with finding dirt on the Bidens. All right. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Share this shit, America. I love this Blue Dot family. I love my country. Bye bye. Have a good one.